Oh yes, perfect specimen for test wood. It actually was fairly solid down there.
Oh, nope. It's right.
Yeah. Old Pine been standing here longer than I've been alive, I think. Hey guys, how's everybody? I hope you're well. This video probably gonna be boring, so I thought I'd commentary a little bit over it. I don't know what we're gonna talk about, but yeah, that's gonna be a test log. The heartwood of it was kind of sound, but outside of it, had seen better days. It'll make for some good video footage, I guess, but we show falling that tree, or me kind of pushing it over in a little while anyway, but this is from a big hickory blowdown back behind Dad's barn at his place. It fell kind of in an old creek bed. The creek is dry usually like 90% of the year unless it's flooding or raining, kind of weird. Water above it a mile up the road runs in it, and about a mile below his house there's water running in it, so I don't know, there's a lot of caves in this area, so I'm sure it feeds into a cave somewhere above his place. But anyway, big hickory fell. It's probably over 2 feet through as it gets up near the root ball. He had already cut these, or this limb would actually, this is a branch off of it, honestly. He'd drug it up with the tractor, and I brung some saws down. Right now I run them a little 340. Kind of love that saw. I think we've switched the Echo now. And a little bit the 340 kind of has a failure. Something's up. It developed a misfire actually, and then the dang throttle lever or throttle linkage, if you've ever messed a 350 or 346 or anything, the metal throttle rod itself had pushed completely out of the plastic piece back in the handle. Kind of weird. I don't even know where the other piece went to. Evidently it fell out of the saw, but I had a new trigger here today. I put it in. The saw developed a misfire. I don't know if it was where the saw maybe wasn't wide open and was just getting part throttle before the trigger failure, but I don't know. I put a new plug in it. It had a no-name Chinese plug when we got home, but this Echo seems to be a damn good saw, but hell, they give a 5-year warranty on it when you buy them, so you would think so. I know someone's like, oh, put a 28 on it and stand up and cut that shit.
Yeah.
Not really hardwood. You don't just kind of stand up and let the saw fall through. Really hardwood. You can, but you'd kind of be there all day long, I guess. But it's a pretty good sound little saw, I think. They're going to be. I was looking at the muffler today and couldn't believe how it was choked up, what little bit of an exit it had. And I don't know, to my understanding, they have like horrible squish. Doesn't feel like it's a real high compression engine, but I don't know. Let Dad have a hold of it. He grew to really like this saw while running it. You'll hear him say in a little bit that he likes it. A good saw. It is powerful to be a stock 50cc saw. Is it going to run with some of the older ones that we all love? Probably not, but for a modern saw, I think it runs all right. I think just little simple mods like a muffler mod, maybe a timing advance would really wake it up a lot. Maybe even just a base gasket delete. I've not even really had the top cover off and looked at it to see what kind of transfers or anything it has, but I'm pretty sure that it has outbound quad ports like a 346, so hopefully we can kind of do some of the same things like we've got done to this 340 or our 351, and how we done Simple Man's little 2150, which was a really strong running saw too. All three of those were low exhaust roof, short blowdown saws. None of them were really super high compression, and they kind of all speak for themselves the way they run. Where are we at now? I think it's about to come to where I'm running the 340 again. I'm having to watch this and narrate without sound, and it's all shot with my phone, and it's seen better days. It looks alright though. You can thank the wife for doing all the camera footage. Yeah, I think I cut a few rounds, and you'll hear it develop a misfire here in a little bit in the cut. I think it just mainly due to the throttle linkage giving out and it wasn't wide open. We also had some problems with the 395. It kind of had a rattle to it. I had no idea what it was, but I found it today. The muffler fell apart inside. I thought it might have been the clutch springs because the chain bound up once in the wood and the chain smoked. And there is some problems with the clutch. I found that today, so I don't know. We're gonna have to spend a little bit of money to make that one better than it is. I didn't really like how I done the muffler mods on it anyway. And I am talking about the 395 XP Farmertec that we bought. I think after this is all done that, I just kind of stood around here wondering what was up with it and watching Dad do all the work with the Echo. And guys, you wouldn't believe it, but my dad's lucky to be alive. He's a cancer survivor. He got really bad black lung, and hell, he can still outwork me. So, when I hear people say I can't do this, can't do that, a lot of it is people just don't want to try to do nothing, I don't think. It is what it is. But he really liked running that saw. And I know people hear us talk about hardwood, East Coast hardwood. I don't know what it is, even our trees that are supposedly softer woods here. A lot of it ends up being real dense. I don't know what the deal is with it. Maybe it's where everything grows on the side of a mountain. I don't know. But 90% of what we have around here is hardwood. And if your chains ain't set up right, and saw ain't got at least what grunt it had from the factory, cutting wood can be more of a headache than fun. Cut wood around here for years, the little Super 2, and then a Wild Thing after that. And, if you had real good sharp chains on them, they cut alright, but nothing like what we're running now. It's pretty sound. And, we're here at this pine. We've actually videoed probably 5 or 6 minutes or more of this. It was cut all the way through and still just standing there, and Dad was going to get a wedge. None of us wanted to walk under it. You could just see it in the video we had just swaying back and forth, so I just kind of walked up to it, put a little weight against it, and it just popped and fell. Old tree's been there forever. I think we moved there at Dad's place back, I think, early 1988, and they've been there ever since. And he does own another place that's in another part of the county, which I do too myself, other than where I live. But, if you see me cutting wood in different videos and saying I'm up at Dad's place or down at Dad's place, he owns 2 different places. As you can see, this thing's a mess. It's in an old creek bed. Tree fell off the side of a big bank. But we got it all drug out and piled up, and you guys are going to get to see another cutting video. I'm going to try to take some of our bigger saws and some of the smaller ones back, I guess, and see if we can get it all chunked up into firewood rounds. There'll be a lot of cutting to do. It was a big old tree. But I ended up leaving, which when I go back, I'll take back a saw Ended up having to park the 395. It just something with the clutch wasn't right. I checked it today. It just had a lot of slop in the clutch drum itself. Wasn't necessarily the bearing as much as it was the clutch and the clutch drum itself. So may just be as simple as something needing shimmed. I don't know, but was causing the clutch to bind up and slip, and then the rattle it had, I couldn't figure it out. So we ended up just parking it and finishing everything up with the Echo. It done a good job doing it. It ended up throwing the chain at the very end, which we were very highly abusing it, and a lot of it's caught on, a lot of it's videoed. Like I said, I cut a log off of it a little bit with the Echo. It's after the cut that I make with the 395 and a little bit. I cut a few rounds 395 before I parked it. It just not worth tearing up a saw if they're acting up. But I cut through a round up here at the bar. It just was buried. You can hear my wife say it's not all the way through. That'll come up in a little bit. This is while all you guys were at Sawfest, by the way. We'll end up making it to one of those events one of these days. Honestly, I would have about rather been here helping Dad doing this, to be honest with you. Would have been cool to meet some of you guys and hang out, but whatever. It is what it is. It seems there's a lot of people making videos about thinking other YouTubers hate other YouTubers and just drama here, drama there. I'm just not going to get into it with anyone anymore. If I think someone's full of shit, I'll probably speak my piece about it. Whatever. You'll probably hear us in a little bit after I run the 395. Talking about the smell of the fuel. I need to show that. Running in these saws that make over 200 psi, I'm running 110 octane race gas. Some people may say it's not needed, but I disagree. You probably don't have to have it, but it's just an old rule of thumb with drag racers or engine builders, anything making over 200 psi of cranking compression. It can benefit from some race gas, even if it's, say, 100 octane or something. But I went to buy fuel additive, and I was going for cherry, and there's one popped up, was called Reefer Madness. And I'll tell you, you would think someone was smoking pot around you. If you smell the fuel that this thing's burning, it's kind of funny. It'll make you laugh. Here's Dad cutting a big old round with an Echo, I think. And if my voice is off with some of the scenes in this, you'll have to forgive me. It's narration. It works alright or pretty good, but it ain't 100% dead accurate with the video clips. And I think she had videoed like 32 clips, we counted or something with the phone. So if you see a bunch of short clip videos that's just like this, just pay it no mind. Somebody else may have not watched this. I think this is the last big, I cut this round with 395, and then on the next one I think I quit halfway because it was acting up, and got the other saw. But the chain, you can even hear me say at the end of this. I look back and say the chain ain't very sharp. It wasn't. It's sharp enough, but could have had something to do with the clutch acting up. But I don't know. It just wasn't no sense in abusing it and keeping on running it. I was like, I'll just park it. We're about done cutting anyway for the day.
We bought this smelling pot.
But, like I said, there's probably still 12 feet of this up on the bank up before it gets to the root ball. And we'll go back and cut 2 more chunks out of it, probably 2 more 6-foot sections, I guess. It's about what we were cutting them into, 6, 8-foot sections. Just, this stuff's heavy. You about need a tractor or something, or a good 4-wheel drive truck to drag it with, I guess. You used a tractor, of course. Should start seeing video clips of that. But, you know, back to the people talking about drama and stuff, I just ain't gonna get in it. I'm just gonna keep doing my things here. We'll let the saws speak for themselves. I've got videos that's got close to 100,000 views of the same saw, so a lot of comments, a lot of thumbs ups. We appreciate it all. Must mean my saws don't suck. I don't know, I ain't saying they're awesome, but I'm saying maybe they don't suck, so I ain't pointing that out toward one old man either, but it seems that one person is the one that keeps bringing all this up and talking about it, but whatever. I ain't got nothing against no one. I don't hate anyone. Still watch some channels I probably shouldn't watch and support, but you know, whatever. Some of these guys are entertaining. You know, it's cool to see what's going on, I guess, sometimes, but there is some channels I've stopped supporting just because I don't agree with them. And, you know, think they're full of shit and don't want to support a bullshitter. But I'm sure some of you'll understand. And right here was really, really abusing this little saw. I think Dad grabbed it off of this to try to cut the limb off of one piece and chain through on it. After the cut before this one that Dad done, then we cutting this one off with it. The chain was really, really stretched. Let's put it that way. It's starting to get, it ain't, I wouldn't call it dull, but it's due a touch up. I brought it in today and put the chain back on it. Was really surprised at it being a pro level saw with a plastic clutch cover, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, we kind of abused the shit out of it.
Not all the way through.
And for what it is, it runs alright, I guess, but you know, it's choked up. Lots and lots of room for improvement on it, and that's, you know, that's why I got it to do some videos. Who knows what we'll do with it once I get finished with it, but may get rid of it and get another one and build, who knows. I have started letting some saws go. Got way too many around here. I don't know how many video clips we got left. It can't be a lot. We're about to hit the last clip, I guess. But, you know, like I said about the drama, I just ain't going to get into it. We'll let our saws speak for themselves, and channels growing. It'll continue to grow. Will it ever be as big as some of these other guys? I don't know. It's possible, I guess. If I learn how to bullshit a little more, we'd blow up a lot faster. I just can't bring myself to do it. If I tell you guys I'm going to build a saw here, we build it. And may not show the whole build, but you know, we show bits and pieces of it. And usually show it out working or in the wood. If it messes up, I'll usually tell you. The 395, you know, it was the first run-of-the-mill Farmertec kits for a 395. Kind of wish I'd have waited. There's a lot with the kit I didn't like, but, you know, that happens. I've got a pretty badass 395 that, well, right now it's only needing a muffler put back on it, I guess, and a little work done to the clutch, but I've got less than $400 in it. will it last as long as an OEM one? I highly damn doubt it, but you know, um, it's $400, $395 XP. Replace the parts on them with OEM stuff when they break, but you know, is what it is. I don't know what we'll take back down here, but you know, we'll find something. I think this is about over, so I'm gonna quit running my mouth, I guess. Might take some of the steel Chinese saws, I guess. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great week.
I got that one.
Chinesium. Believe the clutch springs blew apart.
It was a little bitty one.
It's not on a hook.
No.
That's the one we were looking for. No, you're not gonna be cut up. Well, they still 12 foot on boom so what? Put a Hickory about all little Echo wants. Well, guys, that little Echo saved the day. I don't know what's up with 395. Act like a clutch was slipping on it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm sure it's something simple, but 2 foot of Hickory is about all that little Echo wants. It done good though. I'll try to put you guys a video together. Y'all have a good one.